Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we're getting straight into part 4 of Snyder Justice League cut, and it is absolutely awesome so far, so I'm glad to be at the halfway mark. It is by far a better movie, and so I'm just thankful that Warner Brothers and Zack Snyder are able to finish this movie and get it out, because it tells a far better story, much more engagement with the characters, and it makes the storylines a lot smoother. Even though they're only small scenes, it makes a big difference in the overall comprehension and flow of the movie, I feel. So, in part 3, we saw some pretty cool sort of portrayal of power, of the superpower, from things like the Flash's shoe shearing when he took off, and being able to just put his finger on glass and run straight through it with all the speed and energy that he's got when he's running at speed. Right through to seeing Steppenwolf throw the Atlantean against the rock and splatter blood, and then of course when he's fighting them, just slicing to the bits and all the blood in the water and things like that. So a little bit gory, but more importantly, a little bit more realistic. I think if you're going to get thrown across a room or something, there's going to be some aftermath when you hit walls or bits and pieces. So it was good to actually see that for a change. It was awesome to go back behind the scenes and see a bit more of the Flash's backstory. The contrast between his social awkwardness as opposed to his focus, of course, with criminal law and ultimately freeing his dad, as we know in the storylines. So that was really good to see. And it sort of didn't make him just a naive kid out there to have a bit of fun, like it was sort of portrayed in the original Whedon version of the movie. It was good to see Cyborg's backstory. There were teasers of the football game scenes and things like that in the original trailer for the original release, but we missed that for some reason, so it's good to actually have those scenes back in. Interesting to see that despite being a certified genius and the obviously football jock guy, Mr. Popularity, that he was actually quite a soft touch. He was really earning recognition from his dad. And then of course after the accident and losing his mum and everything, and then becoming the cyborg, just flip the coin and see that bitterness side of him, where he's like, F the world, F this, F that, but then interesting to see the scope of his actual ability, like as a cyborg. You sort of think cyborg, he's going to be a machine guy, this and that, but just those couple of scenes where his dad talks about, that he could launch the entire world's nuclear arsenal by thought, and just manipulate global money systems and all this kind of stuff. It's like, okay, he's actually over the top, and he's actually probably the most powerful and influential real world hero of the whole lot, because he could just topple financial systems globally in a few seconds if he really wanted to. So that's quite amazing. And of course, cool to see him playing digital Robin Hood, where he gave that lady extra money because he'd been watching her struggle and this and that and the other. Maybe it reminded him of his mum and dad when he was younger, but I doubt it. Being a doctor and being scientists, I think they would have been quite well off. Who knows? Yeah, and of course it was really cool to see him burying the box, thinking that he's going to just bury it under the ground. It's like, not sure how that works, because he didn't even dig very deep into where his grave was. Obviously he can't go too deep, because he'll be digging up his own coffin, but still, he buried the box probably, 1 or 2 feet under the dirt, and, the parademons can sense it from all around the world, so don't know how that works. But it was still good, because it made sense of, different parts of the original release story, which was good to sort of make sense of some of that. Awesome seeing the Atlanteans speaking their underwater dolphin clicky language. I don't know if that had been pointed to in the original movies or other movies, but I don't remember seeing it. So it was interesting to see that bit, and then of course when they make the oxygen bubble thing and they can speak like normal people. It was awesome to see a bit more interaction between Mera and Aquaman, setting up, of course, at least some kind of relationship for when they went into the Aquaman movie. So that was really good as well. Interesting her use of the power, however, whatever that power is. She was able to make shockwaves enough to slam Steppenwolf down onto the pillars and all sorts of things. So it was pretty cool to see that. And, I think Amber Heard really suits that character, the look and even the attitude behind it. And then, of course, the costume design is also, so obviously it suits the person really well. So it was really good to see all of that. So I'm looking forward to getting down to the nitty-gritty. So I think sometime soon we've got to see the resurrection of Superman. And it'll be interesting to see. I hear there are changes to the Superman character in this version, so I'm looking forward to seeing that. So without further ado, let's get into part 4. Part 4, Change Machine. That's a better angle. I like that. There's just something they didn't get right about Batman's character in this series. Something about it. It's not quite right.
How many of you are there? Not enough.
Parademons. They carried people away to find out what they know.
So the 8 may still be alive.
9. The head of Star Labs was taken tonight.
Wow, okay, so I plotted all the sightings in Metropolis, Gotham.
These lead back to Stryker's Island.
Vanessa's gonna be there.
Do you really think that...
Oh, wow, they really just vanish. That's rude.
Now look to your left. You'll see a staircase to the machine room. Thermal scan shows a cluster of people there.
That's it.
We do this together.
I heard about you. Didn't think you were real.
That grappling hook is serious.
Tell me, where is the mother box?
We have families.
Steppenwolf. We'll surround him and surprise him.
I will die before I tell you.
Oh.
Victor.
Oh.
Amazon.
Awesome. This is more like it. Oh, this is way better. Wonder Woman's so tough.
Will be mine.
I belong to no one.
Get those people out of here!
He's got some serious power when he's moving.
You good?
I've got this. Keep moving.
Come on, Batman. Yeah, that's better. Nice kick. It's the Batman. Come on. Oh, that's nice.
My gauntlet worked. Crawler's on the way, initiating remote mode.
I love the more epic scale battles in this version. Rain is so tough. Oh man, now that's the way to show the Flash.
You're safe. Get back to the tunnel.
Aliens, bad guy, sword lady.
Sword lady.
My turn.
It's amazing because even the original scenes are more epic.
You have the blood of the old gods in you.
Grunty. Oh, mate.
Wasn't sure you'd come. You're my father. Relax, Alfred. I'll take it from here.
Do I know you?
What are we under right now?
Gotham Harbor.
Oh, that's a more epic way to show Aquaman, isn't it? Way cool.
Who is that?
Super tough.
Diana, get on!
Show me.
It's getting visions from the mother boxes.
It is here. On this world.
Sir, you're going to be in quarantine for possible alien microbes. U.S. government protocols require that...
I know the requirements. I wrote them.
It called to him. The mother box.
He took the mother box from Atlantis.
All he needs now is the lost box of men.
If he doesn't already have it. He doesn't have it.
Why do you summon me?
I bring news. The key to controlling all life and all will throughout the multiverse. The anti-life equation is carved into the surface of this very world. Oh, Steppenwolf. Anti-life is here. Synchronize the Unity, and when this world is scorched, I will come for my great prize. I will stride across their bones and bask in the glow of anti-life. My master.
He wants to fly. You talk to machines?
This one's saying she can't fly because of a software issue, but I could fix it with a little time.
I've never seen a being as strong as Steppenwolf. Maybe one.
Superman.
Why don't we just destroy it?
They're an unknown form of matter. Now, they love heat. They absorb it, hold it in their cores.
You know a lot about these boxes. Makes you think. Where'd you find the box, Victor? How do we know you're not working for them?
Yet another essential part of the movie story that we
The
didn't
Nazis
hear.
found the box at the end of the Second World War, buried under an Italian monastery. It collected dust in the Pentagon archives for 70 years, till DOD began to study the Superman ship. The researcher and Star Labs made a connection. He understood they were both alien technologies. The researcher formulated a theory on how to awaken it. I had an accident that should have killed me. The researcher harnessed the power of the mother box. He used that power to keep me alive. Alive, but turned into this.
Your father saved your life with one of these things? Aren't they psycho murder machines?
They're change machines. They rearrange matter at the will of their masters. Regenerate, reinstate.
Reinstate?
So you mean in the way that particles of matter can't be created or destroyed, their relations just transform?
Burn down a house, the particles still exist. Particles of house become particles of smoke.
Put them on the box. Turn smoke right into a house.
Oh my god, such an essential part of the story. So epic. I can't believe they left all of this out.
I lost the farm. Truth is, the house is too big for me to live in by myself anyway.
Well, you know you're welcome to stay here anytime for as long as you need.
But I found a little place that suits me just fine, right by the diner.
You'll never love anybody the way that I love your son. And I just miss him.
So do I, sweetheart.
Such a perfect woman to play these characters.
Martha, you know, if there's anything you need, I'm here.
Come back to the living.
Wow. Is that John Jones?
The world needs you too, Lois.
Oh my god, perfect tie-in. What?
The box brought Victor back.
Victor wasn't dead. Life is either 1 or 0. Not both.
Can you operate this box, Victor? Of course. But we don't know enough about Kryptonian biology. There's no telling what's going to happen.
I mean, we have to try. What do we have to lose?
We cannot try unless we activate the box. As soon as it wakes up.
The enemy sees it, activates the Unity, the end.
Even if Superman could return, who's to say that he could defeat them?
The mother box did. Victor's father activated a mother box more than a year ago when Superman was still alive. Didn't call out to Steppenwolf. None of the boxes did.
Not until Superman died.
It's like they were afraid of him.
They were afraid of him. This is the only way. There are 6, not 5.
There's no us without him.
Oh my god. That part of the story is so much better. Oh my god. So I absolutely love the fact that they took out the whole argumentative thing where Diana disagreed with Bruce bringing Superman back to life using the mother box, and instead it's a collaboration of knowledge and they all actually agree that they've got to try bring him back. So to me that changes the whole dynamic of the next set piece in the movie, because they're actually united as a team in doing this whole thing. Mega twist at the end with John Jones, Martian Manhunter. Almost at every turn something's exciting. But anyway guys, I'm going to leave it right there. Thanks for joining me, and catch me back soon. Until then, take it easy guys.